Hi, I'm Spearman with the Blue and Gold, and these are the picks of the week. Today for our roundtable discussion, I brought a few friends along. Starting from my left, Ms.Farrey, Mr.Karassik, and Coach Burgess. Turning our attention to Saturday's college games, we start with Texas A&M versus Alabama. Ms.Farrey, how do you see this one turning out?
Well, I think Kenny Hill's performance will determine the outcome, but I'm still going with Alabama, mostly because of home field advantage and because they're due to score some points this week after their output of only 14 last week.
Karassik.
Much like me, Mr. Spearman, Saban's a champion. Alabama, no problem. He's not going to let them mess up 2 weeks in a row. No jabronis.
Coach Burgess.
Hey, Alabama, roll Tide. The Tide will win by 2 touchdowns. They at home and they got more talent. Talent wins all the time. Alabama.
Our next game, Kansas State versus Oklahoma. Ms.Farrey.
Well, I think these teams are very evenly matched on paper, maybe even a slight edge toward Kansas State, but I'm still going with Oklahoma. They're playing at home, and it's pretty much a must-win for them.
Karassik.
You must not win many championships, Miss Farrey. I see it the other way. Oklahoma, they're going to win. They're champions.
Coach Burgess.
Hey, I've been watching Oklahoma since Steve Owens. Hey, Heisman Trophy winner. Oklahoma will win. Go Sooners. Boomer Sooners.
And the final game with possible playoff implications, Notre Dame versus Florida State. Ms.Farrey.
I think this is going to be a great game to watch, but Notre Dame has not played in an environment as hostile as Tallahassee, so I expect that to be a factor. I'm picking Florida State to win big.
Karassik.
Jameis Winston is the champion. Not like me, though. I'm good-hearted. I'm the people's champion. He steals crab legs, gets money for signing autographs. My autographs are free, people. At TomTomMcCoop13, Twitters. Notre Dame is a storied program, just like me. Notre Dame wins.
Coach Burgess.
Hey, I'm going with Florida State. I am tired of people messing with Jameis Winston. He's a great player. Leave him alone. He's a college student. We all make mistakes. Notre Dame is every year, they are overrated. The Irish will go down because they are just not what you think they are. All right?
Now for Sunday's action in the NFL. Cincinnati versus the Indianapolis Colts. Ms.Farrey.
Bengals are going to be without A.J. Green and several other players, so I'm picking Indianapolis.
Karassik.
We're moving on to Cincinnati, is what Belichick said. Belichick is a champion, just like me. I don't know if you knew that or not, Mr. Spearman.
I wasn't aware of that.
I got Indy all day. T.Y. Hilton put up big numbers last week against Houston. Good defense. Since he doesn't have it, Indy.
Coach Karassik. Or actually, Coach Burgess,
Well,
yes.
I appreciate you comparing me with Coach Karassik.
He is the people's champ.
He's the man. Hey, I am for Cincinnati. I don't like Indiana. They traded Peyton Manning. Forget Indiana. Let's go with Cincinnati. All right, the Bengals all the way. Forget Indiana. They traded Peyton Manning.
Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ms.Farrey.
Well, I'm going with Pittsburgh. That's all I got, sorry.
Good enough for me. The people's champ.
Well, Pittsburgh used to be champions. Pittsburgh, not anymore. I've had their kicker, Swisham, on my fantasy team. That's been a nightmare. I got Houston in this one. They're going to rebound. Arian Foster, Megatron, big time.
And Coach Burgess.
Who's the home team?
I believe they are playing
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I really don't care about this game, to be honest with you. But I go with Pittsburgh since they're the home team. All right, that game. Let's go to the next one.
And our final matchup, Denver Broncos versus the 49ers. Ms.Farrey.
Peyton Manning is poised to break Brett Favre's touchdown record, and I think it's usually a bad idea not to pick Peyton Manning, so I'm definitely going with Denver.
the people's champ.
Is Colin Kaepernick a champion?
Not sure.
Did they win that Super Bowl or did they lose? It doesn't matter.
It's a rhetorical
You know
question.
why? Because Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is everything you'd want in a pro football player. Karassik is everything you want in a champion. Karassik sides with champions. Peyton Manning, Denver Broncos. All day. Records broken. All day.
And Coach Burgess.
Hey, I'm going with Peyton Manning, John Elway, the Denver Broncos. I don't like 49ers. I think they beat the Falcons in the playoffs a couple of years ago. And their head coach needs to go to Michigan and help the Michigan Wolverines out. Coach K would enjoy that. All right?
And now for my picks of the week. For Saturday's action, Texas A&M versus Bama. Karassik, you're kind of creeping me out. Bama needs to throw the ball more against Kenny Hill, or as the kids would say, Kenny Trill. K-State versus Oklahoma. I'm probably going to go with Big Game Bob, even though K-State's only loss is against a very good Auburn team. But I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma here. And the last time FSU beat Notre Dame, Manti Te'o had a real girlfriend. So I'm going to go with FSU. And if anything else goes wrong in your life, just blame Jameis. For Sunday's action, Cincy versus Indiana. AJ Green and Gio Bernard were both banged up in last week's matchup. Got to go with Indy here and Andrew Luck. Houston versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense is old and they're overpaid. I got to stay with the Texans here. And for Denver versus the 49ers, Kaepernick's got to leave the pocket to survive. And even without a running game, I believe that the Broncos can prevail. So, if you just like champions, or if you just like videos and winning banner, please check our videos on Bulldogs page 1. Anybody else want to give a shout out? Ms.Farrey, would you like to give your Twitter handle?
I don't have a Twitter account, sorry.
Very good. So, we'll see you back here next week.
Tom McCoot 13.
Go Shambly Bulldog.
Champions only. See you next time.
Go Shambly.